Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to another episode of The Cider Drinker, and to yet another rhubarb-infused cider. I swear that rhubarb seems to be the most common ingredient that's put into ciders these days. More than like mixed berry and stuff, it's probably like up there with it. And today it's actually a fairly cheap one that I got from my local B&M stores. They seem to always dish out the goods with like weird and wonderful things. And this is part of Sadlers Peaky Blinder range. So Sadlers, if you don't know, are actually a brewery. They're most known for their stouts. Their Mud City Stout is another one that's prevalent in B&M stores, and that is actually a really nice beer. But today we are talking about a cider, and it is, as I said, Peaky Blinders, and it's their rhubarb cider, as I've already said. So yeah, as you can see, it comes in 500ml bottles, as you can see, and like everything else, it's a pretty standard 4% ABV. So yeah, there is also a traditional scrumpy, I'm assuming it's going to be a scrumpy cider, part of the Peaky Blinders range. Don't really know why it's using the Peaky Blinders sort of like imagery and stuff. Maybe it's just, I don't know, going off the series, the hit TV series. I don't know. I mean, obviously I know they were actually a real gang in London, but these guys are not based in London. They're based in Stourbridge, so who knows. Working with our apple-growing friends in Herefordshire, probably Westerns, we have collaborated on our first cider project. This full-bodied premium, there's the buzzword, premium Herefordshire-style cider with deep character. Don't want to know about what it's going to taste like. From a blend of traditional cider apple varieties, is blended with real rhubarb juice with a hint of strawberry. So it's actually a rhubarb and strawberry-infused cider, not just a rhubarb one. Put that on the front, guys. It's false advertising. And it does actually have a bit of transparency with its ingredients. It says apples, always a good start, water, rhubarb, strawberries, and yeast. No mention of added sugar, no mention of added nasties, so I'm going to hazard a guess and say that it's all natural ingredients in this bottle. Food matching, don't really care. Cookery tip, marinate strawberries for a cheeky kick or blend in a salad dressing for a fruity twist. Yeah, you can do that if you want. I'm definitely not going to do that, so there we go. I'm hoping that this is actually going to be quite good and it's going to be all natural and stuff. It doesn't say that it's otherwise, so let's get the top off and just see. As I said, Sadler's Mud City Stout is a really nice beer, so I've got kind of high hopes for this, and I can smell that already. I don't even have to get my nose up to it. That's rhubarb and strawberry. Almost like rhubarb and custard mixed with like strawberries and cream or something. Oh, okay. Well, there we go. Sort of not the colour I was expecting either. I mean, to be fair, I don't really know what I was expecting coming from a brown bottle. You can't bloody see in it, can you? Right. Let's get that poured in. I really can smell that. Blimey. Right. Well, here we go. Let's go in for the colour. And there you go. It is lightly carbonated and it's not quite completely hazy, but it is most certainly translucent. So there's been no filtering going on in there. And yeah, it's got a nice, I want to say peachy sort of hue to that. Peach coloured. Borderline, borderline pink, borderline orange, just somewhere in between. I'll tell you what though. Definitely does look the part. It looks like rhubarb cordial or something. So, what does it smell like? Strangely enough, I'm actually getting more of the strawberries on the nose. Although I haven't said that. There's the tangy rhubarb. That smells like it's nicely balanced, actually. Getting the sweet strawberries and the tangy tart rhubarb. Not picking up much in the way of apples, I must say. It's a bit of a shame. Maybe it's going to be in the taste, so let's find out now. Cheers, everyone. Can Sadlers make a good fruit-infused cider? Let's find out. Cheers. Tart rhubarb, right off the start. Right off the bat. Then, okay. Going in for another one. Well, colour me impressed. I honestly thought this was just going to be another generic, overly sweet cider pop. Boy, am I wrong. This is really nice. It starts off with lovely tart and tangy rhubarb flavours as soon as it hits your taste buds. And then, as it sort of moulds around in your mouth and stuff, and as it's going down your throat, the strawberries come through, the sweetness from them, and I'm actually getting a touch of creaminess from it too. Akin to, as I said, rhubarb and custard, or strawberries and cream, something along those lines. And then right at the very end, you're getting actually quite a nice dry apple finish on it. Yeah, I can get behind this one. I am going to be honest, I don't know what I was expecting coming into this. As I said, just from the offset and knowing that, it's from a brewery and, someone else is making helping them make the cider for them, and the fact that it's rhubarb and stuff, you think, it's just going to be another cider pop, surely. But yeah, I am definitely pleasantly surprised with this. Pardon me. It is quite heavily carbonated. The carbonation is a little bit of a lie. It doesn't look that bad, but it is quite carbonated. And naturally, the loud trains decide to go past as soon as I do a review. It's going to happen, isn't it, every single time? Yeah, I am very surprised by this. This has some lovely flavours behind it, and they're all perfectly balanced together as well. Just ends up being really nice and quite refreshing cider. So let's go for a final taste before a final verdict. Yeah, that is nice. That's nice. That is definitely one of the nicer rhubarb infused ciders I've had on this channel. I've had some proper stinkers, but this one is really, really nice. I would love to know which cider producer actually helps make this for Sadler's Brewery, because they clearly know what they're doing when it comes to ciders, and especially infused ones as well. It's not overly sweet, all the flavours are perfectly balanced and everything, and you do get a nice, dry apple finish. There's not much else I can really say about that. And for the price point as well, I do believe I got this bottle from my local B&M store for £1.39. For that price point, this is an absolute steal. So, for a final verdict, I am going to go and give Sadlers Peaky Blinders Rhubarb and Strawberry Infused Cider a well-deserved 8 out of 10. Yeah, I am very, very surprised by this one. But as I said, their beers are really nice, so I was hoping that this was going to be good, but you never know when third parties become involved. You don't know if they're going to mess it up. But I'm glad to say that they most certainly haven't. And I've got, as I said, I think I've got a scrumpy style cider of theirs to try as well. So I am definitely looking forward to that. But with that said, that's another episode of the Cider Drink for you guys. I hope you liked it. And as usual, I'll be back with another delicious and tasty cider soon. Until then, this is going to go down an absolute treat. Well done, Sadlers. You've done a good one. Take care, guys. Till next time.